My name is Fazilat Soukhakian. I'm Associate Professor of Photography at the Department of Art and Design, and I'm very excited to share some of my work with you today. So this project is called Defiance. The idea of the project started with this thought that a lot of us, based on the culture we grew up, our background, we grew up with the concept of resistance. So this is very important for this project. I was looking for people that they are not necessarily famous, but they are ambitious and they want to change their societies in a good way. So some of them, they write about their story in full. Some of them, they have just a sentence that summarizes their personality and their character. And this is something that I want to share, that we all are heroes somehow in our own way. We're all doing something that has a positive changes, and we're bringing something that eventually is, evolving our society around us. So this project is called Queer in Utah. The aim for this project was to make sure that everybody knows about this community and what they deal with, what they go through. Despite the fact that they deal with a lot of discrimination and injustice, I wanted to show that bravery. This generation in Utah are very different from their previous generations. They are very brave. They respect what they grew up with. They respect their communities. They respect their faith. They respect their families' choices, but they also respect their own desires. And I heard one sentence from a lot of them, that people should not discriminate us based on who we love. I started thinking about this project when my father passed away 2 years ago. So I was going through a lot of different emotions and feelings. Mostly it was guilt. And it was very interesting that at that moment I was going through this emotions, deep feelings and emotions of valuing a lot of the moments that I had with my father that was so ordinary. Actually, the most ordinary one was the most precious one for me. So to me, all of the sudden, it kind of was so interesting, the concept of how the most ordinary things, acts, objects that we hold, the most worn things, after we are gone, actually get the most value. It's about the memory. It's about how each of us deal with the concept of loss. I would say this is how I dealt with it. In my style of teaching, I always talk about my projects to my students. My interaction with my students a lot of times tells me what project I would need to work on. It kind of guides me because I hear so many stories, and those stories inspire me. And I do think that by sharing my stories of the people that I meet in my classroom, it just opens up their mind also, in order to kind of feel what special stories they have that they want to share, encourage them to create their artwork based on their very unique personality.